So wait, can we talk about Beyonce? Because as you know, I'm like a serious stan, Beehive, what up? You've heard a little bit of the album?
I have. Thank God that you're a pop culture person because you're really giving me an education here. I miss out on so much of this stuff, but I have listened to a couple songs.
So in case anyone is just like just emerging from their cave with like your fur loincloth on or whatever, Beyonce released her fifth album, self-titled, not even her last name, just Beyonce with the accent at the end, which I appreciate. She released it last Friday night on iTunes, and literally it just appeared on iTunes. Like no promos, no like, going on TV shows and, stunting. That was it, because she's Beyonce, and because she's also Beyonce, she released 17 videos, so there's 14 songs. She didn't release just 14 songs, she released 17 videos, one for each song and 3 bonus videos, including Grown Woman, which features Solange, who is one of my favorite Knowleses. Yes, I do have an ordered list. Her mother, Tina, and Kelly Rowland. I can't. Like, this album is giving me all of my life. I've been listening to it daily. I've been listening to specific songs daily, and then the next day I'll sort of do this playlist where like I'll listen to the same song 6 times in a row and then like fall down a like rabbit hole of researching the video. It's amazing, and I also love the fact that she's really like there's a to go back to what we talked about before. There's a lot of feminist dialogue and discussion about women in pop culture and can women. She has a lot of songs about sex. They're super explicit. I like to joke that like R. Kelly and Prince like were behind some of those songs, even though she wrote and co-wrote a lot of them. But there are a lot of really sexually explicit songs, but then songs about how much she loves her baby daughter. And I like the fact that she's really just like, F you, I can be both of these things at once. I can be an entertainer, I can be a breadwinner, I can be an iconic female, I can be super sexual and talk about my body parts and talk about sex and also be a mother. Like your sex life doesn't, I don't have a kid, but like your sex life doesn't die when you become a mom.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, I obviously feel silly calling myself a Beyonce fan in front of you, but I do quite like Beyonce.
No, girl, there's room. We've got room. There's room in the Beehive.
I do love her quite a lot, and she's obviously the greatest pop star we have right now, but I am definitely like, I've been in a relationship for a long time. Like, my parents got married when they were 24 and have been together very, very happy since, and like sometimes when you're a woman, you kind of feel like you almost have to downplay the like relationship aspect of your life in some ways because you want to you almost feel like it's like anti-feminist or like conflicting with your feminism to be like to love your man and to want to make him the center point of your life, but like
right, to be
I feel
proud,
like Beyonce like Beyonce shows that you can have both really, and I love that about her. I think it's really important.
I mean, and I just love how she owns it. Like, she's not just like saying like a tee-hee. I like, using some kind of euphemisms, like she is going in on like cherries and popping things and all kinds of, watermelon and licking and, man, she like licks, she licks, I think it's Jordan Dunn in one of her videos. She's writing and writhing on a sex toy in one of her other videos. Like, it's intense. And I just think she's aspirational, and I'm sure there are going to be lots of people who have problems with it, or like, I don't want my daughter listening, whatever. It's got an explicit rating, but it's so much more than that. Like, how can you not listen to her other songs and say, like, this is the 360-degree look at a woman. It's not just a one-dimensional look.
Right.
And I think people kind of thought of her as one-dimensional in the past. Like, she's just this beautiful, pageanty star who always looked perfect, and she just went in, like, on she like went in on the haters and just, oh my god. Sorry, I'm like getting tangent, like I lose my mind when I think about her.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I honestly, like, she is definitely, in terms of like her persona, to me, resonates so much more than like Lady Gaga, for example. Like, I just feel like Beyonce, you could go to lunch with her and hang out with her and she would be exactly the person that she is on her albums, and I don't know, to me she has like, she's completely surpassed all other female pop stars. Like, she's the reigning queen of pop, and also comes across as a real human being, where a lot of them, you're sort of unsure what they'd actually be like in real life.
I mean, I obviously agree that she's like one of the greatest of all times. I don't know if she comes across as a real human being because she's so untouchable. She's so gorgeous, but I really love the fact that even though she uses social media, you know, she put out a very, very clear message about that, you know, being a very sexual person on her album. I feel like we don't know that much about her, like, really, and I absolutely love that. I love that she has, you know, she is like surpassed the top. Like, what's the level above, like the atmospheric level above the stratosphere? She's above that. Yet she's really in control of her image and what we know about her. And I think a lot of this is because, you know, she's a married woman. She has a child to protect. And there's so much about their relationship that we don't know. Like, you were talking about how you feel like you know celebrities. Like, I feel like I don't know them. And I think that people deserve privacy. And I agree. She's so in control of her image.
I think you're definitely right when you say privacy. Like, she obviously has such a good handle on her privacy, and I totally agree that we don't know her real life. I just mean more in the sense of, like, I feel like she's not trying to create, like, when she gives an interview, when she makes a song, like, I feel like she really is giving her whole soul into it, and that is what she wants, and that is what she loves. Whereas, like, other people in the pop sphere, I sometimes feel like they're creating a character.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's not creating a character. I think she just is that talented. Like, I think she's just talent. She doesn't have to be another person. But I do like the fact that she is, like, we don't get to see all sides of her because we don't deserve to see all sides of her. Like, we have not earned her private life.
I agree, which is, I think, an important sort of part of feminism is, like, you're in control of what you share, what you don't share, which is part of your image. She's a grown woman, flawless. I could just, you know, work all of her song titles into my conversation for the rest of the day.